Hi everyone and welcome to Triple M Adventures with Bill. This video is to help you set up flight modes for your fixed wing planes in your RadioMaster TX16S. We'll have a look at it in companion first and then we'll switch over to the radio. Now let's go to OpenTX companion and we're going to open up a backup. And we're going to go to my demonstration model, which is the plane. And now to set up our flight modes, we need to go to the flight mode tab, and this is how we are going to set them up. In flight mode 0, we are going to put armed, and we don't need to do anything else in this mode. The second mode is going to be disarmed, and we are going to pick the switch, which is mine, and you'd need to pick the switch that is your disarm switch. And mine is SF, and it's SF back, switch F back. Okay, then we're going to go into mode 2, and mode 2 is going to be armed again, and this will be switch SC forward. Okay, then we go on to flight mode 3, and this will be flaps 1. And my flap switch is C, so that's going to be C in the middle position. And then flight mode 4 is going to be flaps 2, and this will be switch C in the back position. Now, that should be everything we need to do. Now let's simulate the radio.
Reset. Disarm motors. Interrupt dual radar. Flaps 1.
Okay, for some reason it picks up the wrong sound when it starts up, but let's have a look here. You can see we're disarmed, so if we hit the flap switch,
Flaps up. Flaps 1.
you'll see
Flaps 2.
in the mode nothing happens. Now this is because we're disarmed. So if we
Flaps 1. Flaps up.
if we go to armed and then
Flaps 1.
we go to flaps 1, you'll see it shows us we're in flaps 1,
Flaps 2.
flaps 2. And we go back.
Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Now if we leave
Flaps 1.
flaps on and disarm,
Disarm motors.
our modes will default to the disarmed, so you know all the time that your aeroplane is actually disarmed. So if you go to armed,
Armed.
it will show flaps level 1,
Flaps 2.
flaps 2,
Flaps 1.
and go back to no flaps, it will just say armed. And that's how I set my modes up for my fixed wings. Now let's take a look at the flight modes on the RadioMaster TX16S. We can hit the model key and then page right across once. Now you can see we have in flight mode 0, it's armed. We type in armed and there is no switch. Flight mode 1 is disarmed, and that is my armed switch, which is SF.
Disarm motors.
Now we need to put a second armed line in there so that when we are armed, this now switch, you'll see that SC forward is active, so it will still say armed. And then
Flaps 1.
when we go down,
Flaps 2.
we will see the
Flaps
different
1.
flaps.
Flaps up.
So this is why
Disarm motors.
we put another armed line in. And then on flight mode 3, we put flaps 1 and the switch C in the middle position. And then flight mode 4, we say flaps 2, and then we have our switch C in the
Flaps 2.
back position.
Flaps
So
1.
that's all
Flaps
the
up.
so that's all the settings you need to put in there. So let's go back to the opening menu of our radio, and now you can see we're disarmed.
Flaps 1. Flaps 2.
It won't display
Flaps
any other
1.
flap
Flaps
settings.
up.
If I say armed and there are no flaps, it will say armed.
Flaps 1.
If I go to flaps 1
Flaps
and flaps
2.
2. Now I know
Flaps
this
1.
is probably
Flaps up.
fairly irrelevant because if you're flying a fixed wing plane line of sight, you wouldn't be looking down there. But it's just the way I wanted to set it up so that you can
Flaps 1.
actually see. So if you picked your radio up, you could see that it was the flaps were down, and you may not want them down.
Flaps up.
And there we go. Thanks for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments section below, because I'd love to hear from you. And please share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. Happy flying. Bye for now.